So, missing a light. There we go. Let's get that bright dude in there. It's like a spotlight. Adimanti. Adamante. Come on, man. This is a Samson, and it's a Firebird knife made by Ganzo. How about that? I don't think it's actually a Firebird knife. I think it's an Adimanti knife. How about that little Kizer? That's a new bench knife. I think it's an Adimanti knife, but the manufacturer is Ganzo. How about that? That's what I think's going on here. And I think this is a Russian cat. What's his name? Alexei Brutalica Ponomarev. Ponomarev. I don't know. You tell me, man. Yeah, Russian cat knife guy. And I believe this is his company, or it says Adimanti by Ganzo. So are they claiming the company Ganzo Knife? I think so. So maybe it's a offshoot of them, like I don't know, like Civivi is an offshoot of We, that kind of thing. Yeah, maybe it's like that. But look at this thing. Come on, man. This thing is so cool. I hope it runs as good as it looks, because, I mean, this thing's stunning, man. I've been excited to get into this knife. Yeah, pretty cool. I dig it. Look at this thing. Oh, hold on. Wow. I mean, that G10, that pattern that they have milled in there, it is... What does that remind me of? The texture of this reminds me of... You know what it reminds me of? So if you've ever been around boats, you have antennas on the boat that get weathered out in the sun and the wind and the water. And they're made of fiberglass. And if you touch them, they're almost sharp feeling. I mean, unfortunately, with that fiberglass, you can get the little fibers into your skin, which is horrible because it's irritating, terrible. But that's what this feels like. Really grippy. Man, let's get that blade out. Oh, man. Yeah, it's as good as the picture. Oh, and the action on it. I expected it, being a Ganzo, a Firebird, to run like this, and it is not disappointing at all. Good grief, this runs good. Oh, wow. Yeah. I almost could sharpen, double sharpen this side here up at the top. I mean, I wouldn't want to go past that point. That's, like past this point right here, but I could sharpen and double sharpen just this very front piece, because it's below that right there. Wow. I mean, what a cool dagger. That's what that is. You got here a little bit of tension on the pocket clip. Ooh, pretty narrow. We'll see how that fares. Nice ramp. I mean, wow. Wow. Wowie, wowie, wow. Very nice. Very cool. I mean, let's get in it, right? What do we got here? Got one T8. A little bit of Loctite. Mm-hmm. And then it looks like a bunch of T6. Not really sure what has to come off for this to come apart. Yeah, one or both of these gotta go. Never know which one, right? Yeah. And then maybe this one? Yeah, this one here. Yep. That should be free to go now. Yep. I mean, pretty clean, and it's oiled properly. I mean, we'll wipe it down, but I don't see any oil in the scales or around this backspacer. I mean, everything looks pretty good in here. I think I'll just wipe down the bearings and re-lube it. Use my good stuff. The good stuff. You know what I'm talking about. My favorite. And yours, Mobile One. No, it ain't Mobile One, man. Hoppy's number 9. Yeah. Man, is this thing cool. And I'm pretty sure that it's a budget knife. Like, you know what I mean? Like a budget knife. We'll see. I don't know. Is it sub $50? That's gonna, I mean, honestly, I'm excited for the pricing as much as anything. What, I don't remember what I paid for it, but we'll look it up. I do think that I picked it up on White Mountain Knives during a Ganzo sale. I think. It's been here for a minute. And, yeah. I mean, how simple was that? Pretty simple. It's got a captured pivot, but it's captured... oh, pardon me. It's captured in this top scale. Up there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A little bit of this wonderful lube. It's got a internal stop pin. Wow, is that smooth. Wonderful. I mean, what a cool knife. Just the cool factor of it. Let's see. Got to get that captured part. Where is it? There it is. There, I got it. Gotcha. Okay. Pretty simple. I think these two are the same. And then the pocket clip screws are long. That one. And this one. Might as well check these while I'm here. Make sure everything's tight. Wow, is this thing cool. And the grip, I mean, that one was a little loose. Yeah, just that one right there. I'm going to pull this pocket clip. Yeah, just to see what we're dealing with here. Did have a little oil in there, oddly enough. Two screws recessed into the steel. I mean, all that steel, I'm sure of it. Yeah, steel. Yeah, there's no... Yeah, everything's steel on it. Which is good, because it's reinforcing that whole budget mindset thing that I'm thinking. But it's recessed in the steel. I mean, it's round, but it's really oval. And then the two screws, as long as the screws stay tight, should never have any issues with this at wobbling or coming. What am I trying to say? Spit it out, man. Wallering itself out, that kind of thing. Should be fine. It'd be interesting to see how that pocket clip runs. Oh, this thing. Yeah, drop shut action. The blade is nice and centered. Let's get rid of these. Are we locked up good? Oh, yeah. Solid. Solid as a rock. Well, let's talk about that action. So, I wonder if I can fail it. Nope. Yeah, there's no fail in that action. I mean, it's got a nice crisp detent, and when it breaks, it is running so smooth on those steel captured bearings. I mean, golly. I mean, if this knife is under $75, I'm stunned. What's a steel? I didn't even look. Does it say? D2. Yeah, Samson D2 steel. And then it's got Brutalica design made by Ganzo. So a fair piece of badging going on there. Like they're telling the whole story. And then Adimanti, another logo, name. I mean, I know what I think about all that. Like if they'd have just done the little A, the designer A, leave the Adimanti off of there. I'm just saying, man. Yeah, it's a marketing slip. It really is. It's like, hey, our logo is the A, but let's put the word Adimanti too. It's just, don't get me ranting. I'll rant. And then made by Ganzo, golly, it's just a lot, man. I don't hate the knife because of it. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of some critical thinking on my part. Yeah, so the action, it's an A to an A plus. It is so nice, so smooth, hydraulic, just crisp, wonderful action. It's stunning. It really is. Ergonomics. So first thing, I'm gonna go back to the grip. The texture on this G10, I mean, it's just like nothing else. It is so grippy. It's sharp and crisp. And, some would say, well, it's not comfortable in the hand. I mean, it's not uncomfortable. I can say that. It's just texture wise, it's not a great feel. Sometimes I'll review a knife and I'll go, oh, the fit and finish of this, it's like a pillow in the hand. It's just soft and plush and refined. This doesn't feel like that. This doesn't feel like that at all. This doesn't feel refined or polished it's rough. And like I say, I've compared it to weathered fiberglass. It's just super textured and grippy. But that's a good thing. I mean it in every possible good way. I mean, especially with a dagger knife like this, I want to have a very secure grip. And this has it. So, I mean, thumb forward behind that, I'm very locked in. My index finger is very locked in. So ultimately, and of course, this very strong grip here, but, confident or not so confident, very confident, this is up that way. I mean, I'm very locked in. Spear point blade with a needle tip. It's a needle. Yeah. Nice swedge down the center, so it's got some strength. But, I mean, the ergonomics on this thing is wonderful. I mean, I don't know if I wouldn't carry it here, but definitely behind that bolster, That's wonderful. The pocket clip disappears back here. I'm not feeling that at all. This grip, and then no different to reverse it. And so I prefer this, and the reason I prefer it is because as I'm coming down, the tension is this way into the strength of the lock versus into the weak side, like going this way. I'm coming down like this, and if the lock fails, that comes around onto my fingers. Well, I'd much rather be this way, and both ways on this knife are just as comfortable with capping that with the thumb. I mean, this is, wow, lethal, wonderful right here. I'm getting it. Yeah, I love that grip. Ergonomics are wonderful. What a cool knife. I mean, now if I look at the price, it could change my whole philosophy. But we're over the thick stuff. How's it going to run? Yeah, so it run out of room, and I thought it would. Remember, I said it was going to be, it's narrow here. But it'll go in the thick stuff to there. And yeah, very, very locked in. What about standard size jean? All the way in. Cool look. I mean, nice profile in the pocket. Looks pretty neat. Kind of a shorter clip. And nice and secure. Good grip. That's my spot back there. That knife would easily ride there. And it's easy. One hand in, one hand out. But very grippy. Very grippy. Nice retention with that pocket clip. What about safety? Ooh, that's kind of ominous. Look at that. It's big cavern, and the blade is right there. But yeah, no contact with the blade here. The tip is recessed in there enough. So the clip is good, the tip is good, and I'm confident I could put this in my pocket without incidental blade contact and cutting myself. Speaking of cutting, are we sharp? Are we sharp? I mean, do I need to do any more, or does that tell the story? Wow. Come on, man. Yeah, crazy sharp. Crazy sharp. I actually want to feel that. Yeah, very sticky. It's been ground really well. Nicely sharpened. I think I'm going to run it a pass or two on the old rugged strop. That's not the song. You know the song, right? It's not the old rugged strop. Good grief, man. Yeah, just a couple of passes. I didn't feel any resistance when I cut that paper. But, I mean, what's this cost me? Nada. Nothing. All right, let's check it. I just want to see if I can notice a difference. Yeah. Oh, wicked sharp, man. Come on. That thing. All right. The moment of truth. This thing is so cool, man. Price and availability. So where can we get it and how much? What do we got to pay for something like that? Okay, so eBay's kind of all over the place, man. There's a bunch of these for $90 to $100, which kind of made me go, what? But then I saw quite a few brand new ones around $60. Most of them you had to pay for shipping though, but I did see one that was like $60 with free shipping. So, I mean, that looked about the most reasonable on eBay. But then I checked White Mountain Knives, and that is where I bought this. But I bought it on a sale. Right now, they don't have this orange version. They have a black version and a blue version, and they are $64. So with the discount code DM10, I'm pointing down because you can find that White Mountain Knives discount code below and a direct link to White Mountain Knives. That's 10% off, so it's $640 off of $64, which takes you down to $57.40, I think, something like that, or 40 cents. No tax, no shipping. So that would be the best deal. Yeah. Come on, man. So I just a little bit over the $50 mark that I was thinking. Not on sale. That's a pretty good price. So like right at, 55 bucks, just a hair over $55. Now I know it's D2 steel, but I'm not a hater of D2 steel, but this knife is stunning. I mean, with it in my hand, knowing what I know about it, is it worth 55 bucks? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. This knife is, I mean, it's got cool factor for days. Wonderful. So the Adimanti Samson. Yeah, come on. And it's not Samson, Sampson. It's Samson. Yeah, Samson. Samson. So cool. Hey, man, appreciate you watching. Check it out.